Have you ever tried to plan every detail of your life, mapping out each step, convinced that if you just organize enough, you can shape the outcome? Maybe you've color-coded your calendar, set reminders for every task, and crafted backup plans for your backup plans, all in the hope that you can steer your life exactly where you want it to go. Yet, despite all your careful preparation, things often unravel in ways you never expected. Plans fall apart, opportunities slip through your fingers, and sometimes, the more you try to control, the more chaotic things seem to become. We crave control over our schedules, our careers, our relationships, believing that if we can just hold on tightly enough, we'll be safe from disappointment or pain. But life is unpredictable. A delayed train can throw off your entire day. A job interview can go sideways despite your best efforts. And sometimes, the people you count on let you down. A relationship that doesn't go as scripted, a conversation that takes an unexpected turn, or a dream that slips away. These moments remind us that not everything is within our grasp. Suddenly, our sense of control vanishes, leaving us feeling vulnerable and exposed. It's as if we're holding sand in our hands, watching it slip away no matter how tightly we try to hold on. The truth is, much of life is beyond our command. The world is full of forces, big and small, that we simply can't predict or manage. Storms roll in, plans change, and sometimes all we can do is watch and adapt. The belief that we can control everything is an illusion, a comforting story we tell ourselves to feel secure. But like trying to grasp water, the tighter we squeeze, the more it slips away. This illusion can motivate us to strive and achieve, but clinging to it too tightly leads to stress, anxiety, and disappointment. We become frustrated when reality doesn't match our expectations, and we blame ourselves for things we never could have controlled. Real peace comes from recognizing our limits, not by giving up, but by learning to adjust our sails when the winds change. It's about responding with flexibility, not rigidity, and finding strength in our ability to adapt. We're not puppet masters pulling every string. We're sailors on a vast, unpredictable ocean, navigating with wisdom, patience, and humility. We can't control the wind, but we can learn to steer our boat. Letting go of the reins doesn't mean we're lost or powerless. It means we're finally free to move forward, open to new possibilities, and ready to embrace whatever comes our way with courage and grace. Our need for control is ancient, rooted in the very core of our survival instincts. From the earliest days of humanity, the desire to shape our environment and influence outcomes has been a driving force behind our evolution. Early humans had to master fire, claim territory, and organize the hunt just to stay alive. Every day was a test of their ability to manage the unpredictable forces of nature. Control meant safety, and safety meant survival. The more they could predict and influence, the better their chances of thriving in a harsh world. Fast forward to today, and our brains are still wired to seek patterns, routines, and predictability. We crave a sense of order because it helps us feel secure in a world that can often seem chaotic and overwhelming. We create stories for ourselves like, if I work hard, I'll succeed, or if I follow the rules, things will go my way. These beliefs give us a sense of agency, a feeling that we can steer our lives in the direction we want. We also believe that being good or kind will bring good things in return. This mindset helps us make sense of the world and motivates us to keep striving, even when things get tough. Society often celebrates those who appear to have everything under control. Success, confidence, and composure are praised, and we're taught to measure our worth by how well we can manage outcomes and handle challenges. But when life doesn't go as planned, we tend to blame ourselves. We tighten our grip, convinced that if we just try harder, we can fix everything. This can lead to anxiety, frustration, and a constant feeling of falling short. It's important to remember that this craving for control isn't a flaw or a weakness. It's a natural blend of instinct and culture, shaped by thousands of years of human experience. By understanding where this need comes from, we can approach ourselves with more compassion. Instead of judging our desire for control, we can recognize it as a part of being human. The goal isn't to eliminate the desire for control, but to see it clearly. When we understand it, We can make choices that are guided by awareness, not by fear or habit. Awareness is the first step to freedom. By shining a light on our craving for control, we open the door to a more peaceful, balanced way of living. Imagine holding a bird. Too loose, it flies away. Too tight, you harm it. Our desire for control can become a cage, squeezing out joy and spontaneity. Life turns into a checklist, not an experience. We're so focused on outcomes we miss the journey. This constant tension drains our energy and keeps us from being present. The more we try to control, the more disappointment we face. Life is unpredictable, and people don't follow our scripts. Tying happiness to outcomes sets us up for suffering. True growth happens when we step into the unknown and adapt. Letting go isn't losing control, it's breaking free from the cage and truly living. The unknown is where our greatest potential lies. Trying to control everything is like carrying a mountain, heavy and exhausting. Our minds become storms of what-ifs, trapping us in anxiety. This stress seeps into our bodies, tense muscles, shallow breath, restless nights. We live in a state of emergency, reacting to imagined threats. The urge to control also strains relationships, turning connection into conflict. We push people away by micromanaging, communicating distrust. Happiness is found in presence, not in endless worry. To find peace, we must set down the weight of what-ifs and simply breathe. Letting go starts with drawing a line between what we can and cannot control. We control our thoughts, actions, and attitudes, not the weather, the past, or others' choices. Trying to control the uncontrollable drains our energy. Acknowledging limits isn't weakness, it's wisdom. Like an archer, we perfect our aim, but accept the wind's role in the arrow's path. Make a list: on one side, your business, effort, attitude, choices. On the other, the universe's business, outcomes, timing, others' opinions. Focus on your side of the line. This practice reclaims your power and brings peace. It's the first step to freedom from the grip of control. Let your energy nourish what you can truly influence. After acknowledging our limits, we practice being present, mindfulness. Mindfulness is paying attention to the now without judgment. It's not about stopping thoughts, but observing them and returning to the present. Start with your breath, notice it, and gently return when your mind wanders. Mindfulness can be woven into daily life, while washing dishes, drinking coffee, or walking. These moments of presence build calm and awareness. Mindfulness shifts us from controlling the future to accepting the present. We learn to handle whatever arises with kindness and curiosity. True peace comes from being fully present, not from controlling life. Our minds can feel tangled with worries. Journaling helps untie the knots. Writing transforms chaotic thoughts into visible words, creating distance from anxiety. Try a brain dump. Write everything on your mind, unfiltered, for 10 minutes. This release clears mental clutter and brings clarity. Then, reframe, ask, is this in my control? What's the worst-case scenario? Can I handle it? Focus on your actions, not outcomes. Over time, your journal becomes proof of your resilience. You'll see most fears never came true, and you survived the rest. Journaling is a private space to release, reframe, and trust yourself. Surrender isn't giving up. It's choosing to stop fighting the uncontrollable. It's an active decision to focus on what matters, your values, character, and actions. You can't control outcomes, but you can control how you show up. Shifting focus from results to values brings stability and purpose. Trust that challenges can lead to unexpected growth. Practice surrender with a simple mantra: I'll do my best and release the rest. This honors both effort and acceptance. By focusing on values, you become a masterful participant in life's dance. Letting go of control is a lifelong practice, a gentle return to trust and acceptance. It's not something we master overnight, but a journey we walk every day, learning to release our grip on what we cannot change. Each time we surrender, we invite a little more ease into our lives, and we remember that life is not meant to be forced, but experienced with an open heart. The reward is unshakable peace, independent of circumstances. This peace isn't about escaping life's storms, but about finding calm within them. It's the quiet confidence that comes from knowing you can weather whatever comes your way, because your sense of self is rooted deep within. Like an oak in a storm, we bend, not break, resilient and adaptable. Our strength is not in rigidity, but in our willingness to move with life, to trust that we will stand tall again when the winds pass. We stop seeing surprises as threats and start seeing them as opportunities. Every unexpected turn becomes a chance to grow, to discover new parts of ourselves, and to embrace the beauty of the unknown. Presence allows us to notice life's small wonders and live with gratitude. When we let go of what we think should happen, we make space to appreciate what is. Each breath, each moment, each simple joy that might otherwise pass us by. True happiness is found in ordinary moments, not perfect outcomes. It's in laughter shared over a meal, a walk in the park, or a quiet cup of coffee with a friend. These are the moments that fill our lives with meaning. Letting go is an act of love, for yourself, for others, and for life itself. It's a way of saying yes to the present, yes to imperfection, and yes to the possibility of joy, even in the midst of uncertainty. Be gentle with yourself, loosen your grip, adjust your sails, and breathe. Remember, it's okay to pause, to rest, and to trust that you are exactly where you need to be right now. In letting go, you gain freedom, peace, and the joy of simply being alive. You rediscover the lightness that comes from releasing what you cannot control, and you open yourself to the wonder of each new day. The journey isn't about control, it's about trust. Trusting yourself, trusting others, and trusting the unfolding of life, even when the path ahead is unclear. And in trust, you find everything you truly need. You find connection, peace, and the quiet assurance that no matter what happens, you are enough, and you are never alone.